There we go. 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 Happy is it? Yeah. Well, I was gonna say happy Tuesday. It's not happy Monday, but yeah. So listen up. Hey guys, if you want to, well, first of all, this is Pop Up with the Queen. Pop Up with the Queen. What does Pop Up with the Queen mean? Pop Up with the Queens mean that I can go live 7 days a week. 7 days a week, 6 days a week. Pop Up with the Queen means that anytime I think about anything I want to talk about, I'll just pop up and I'll just have conversation. But this video right here, this live is dedicated to you. To you, anyone that has bad credit. I want to have you beware when you go to the dealership. Beware. I've been in this automobile space for almost 27 years. January will be my 27th year. I was a few years in the mortgage business, and still dibbling a little bit in the car business. But yeah, so almost 27 years in the business. I just want to get on here and give you a couple of tips. I want you to be smart. We're just going to save you time. But if you are on right now, I want you guys to go on over and get some pen and paper ready. And I want you to actually get my ebook. It's for free. Badcreditbook.com, badcreditbook.com, and get a copy of my ebook. It's free. But hey, everybody on TikTok, I appreciate you guys joining us. But I'm about to give you some information that's going to save you thousands of dollars. I don't do this, but a lot of dollar dealerships do this. And I decided to do this video was because a customer told me this today, and they told me this on yesterday. So I figured I would share it with you. So in this great wide world, there's a lot of people out there in the world that has bad credit, right? You had an issue, whether you went through a divorce, maybe you lost your job, or maybe your income changed. I don't know. Something happened and your income changed, or something happened and you couldn't make your car payment, or something happened and your credit changed, right? And maybe you went from a 750 credit score to a 500 credit score. And maybe you've never been in this situation before. And every time you went to the dealership, you actually did what? You actually picked out the car you wanted, or you walked in and you get anything you want, right? And you didn't have this problem that you're having right now. You don't have this problem right now, but you didn't have the problem before, but now you have it now because your credit's in the toilet, right? And you would go and you get anything you want. You didn't have this problem, but now you got this problem with buying cars because of your credit. Well, let me just tell you this. Had a customer just told me today, and told me yesterday, that they actually put a credit application at a dealership, and they invited them in, and they told the salesperson told them, well, just pick out the car you want. Pick out the car you want on the lot. Any car you want, just pick it out. And the customer, Mr. Customer or Mrs. Customer, right, picked out the car they wanted. They had 3 cars they wanted to choose from. And all of them were nice cars, right? All nice cars. First choice, second choice, third choice. And they were nice cars. So salesperson said, well, just pick one. So they picked the car that they wanted. And the salesperson went to get them approved. So mind you, the salesperson already had a credit application on that customer. So to call into the bank, they wanted that customer to pick out the car. So they called the customer into the bank on the car that they wanted. Actually, the car that they wanted. So came back and said, well, I can't get you into that car that you want. And they attempted to get them approved on another car. Well, mind you, this person had already fell in love with the car because the salesperson said, pick out the car you want. Pick out the car you want. So they picked it out. Found out they couldn't get it. So they went on, they put them into the car that they could get them into. Okay, put them in the car that they could get them into. So they did like a bait and switch, right? They baited you to get the salesperson at the dealership, baited the customer into what they wanted, right? Had them pick it out, called them into the dealership on the car, called them into the bank on the car that they wanted, right? Then came back and said, okay, well, I can get you approved this car. I can't do the car that you want. So that customer said they spent about 8 hours at the dealership, 8 hours, to find out 2.5 hours later that they couldn't get approved on that car. And they're very upset. But they spent a total of 8 hours because 2.5 hours was getting approved on the car that they wanted, right? After 2.5 hours, found out they couldn't get the car they wanted. They had to switch to another car. But they didn't let them pick up the second car that they wanted, right? They got approved on a car that they wanted them to, what they could get them approved on, based on everything that they presented, the credit application, the pay stubs, everything that they asked for. They got them approved after the fact. So what's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture is they spent 8 hours at the dealership, 8 hours, 2.5 hours to find out they could not get into the car that they wanted after they had them set up thinking that they could get anything that they want, right? But they couldn't get the car that they wanted, right? So what's wrong with this picture is if I have bad credit, or if I have bad credit, or if you got bad credit, the first thing what you want to do is put that credit application in. You want to ask the salesman, do you have a pre-approval for me? Do you have an approval for me? You know, I've done my credit application. If you requested pay stubs, I sent you my 2 current pay stubs within 30 days. I've sent you everything that you asked me for. Do you have an approval for me on a car? Now, they might not tell you what kind of car, because I'm not going to tell you what kind of car to get you into, but I'm going to have an approval for you. So what I'm telling you is that if your credit's in the toilet, you need to get a pre-approved before you go in. Get approved before you go in. Make sure you have a solid approval. A solid approval. Now, me, I'm not going to tell you what kind of car I'm going to get you into, but I'm going to have an approval for you, because I don't want you coming in the dealership wasting my time, right? My time is money. Your time is money too, right? So I'm not going to invite you in. If you put a credit application on my website, which is ReginaTheQueenOfCarLoans.com, ReginaTheQueenOfCarLoans.com, where you can look at my inventory, and you can browse the cars that I have. But the most important part, you put a credit application in. But I'm not going to have you come in unless I have you pre-approved. If you do a credit application on my website, I'm not going to have you stepping into my dealership unless you are approved. If you did a credit application, now if you pop in, that's different. We got to chat. We got to get you approved. And the reason I do that is because I save time. You don't want to get set up for a headache. You don't want to get set up for a headache when it comes to the dealership. So get pre-approved before you go into the dealership. Don't get all excited about a certain car that they said that they told you to pick out, and they know good well they probably can't get you on that car. But that's an okie doke that was done that people used to do back in the day. Well, some people probably still do it because it happened to this customer, right? I got told that today, and I got told that yesterday. Well, my time is valuable, so that's why I want you to go to the website. Now, unfortunately, you're probably gonna be mad that, hey, you're not gonna know what kind of car till you come in. Well, yes, you're not going to know what kind of car you come in, because I've already done some work. I want you to come into the dealership now. So remember, when you're putting applications and you're calling all these places, nobody gets paid until the car is sold. So what I'm telling you is that if your credit's in the toilet, and you know whether your credit's in the toilet, so if you go into the dealership, they tell you to pick out any car you want, and you know if you had a repossession 6 months ago or 3 months ago, or you know that you have a 450 credit score or 550, or you're sitting on a 580 and you're going to pick out this $30,000 or $40,000 car, or you thinking that you can lease, and you're like, oh yeah, pick out that new car you want, right? You picked it out, you're excited, but you know good and well you can't get that car. You know that you got credit issues. You know you do. But then the salesperson says, oh yeah, pick out the car you want. No, you work it backwards. I work it backwards. This is a seasoned salesperson does. I work it backwards. I'm gonna ask you for a credit application. I'm going to ask you to do that online. I'm going to tell you what you need to send me through email. Or if you put a credit application on my website, ReginaTheQueenOfCarLoans.com, and if you're really paying attention, after you put that credit application in, you're going to get an email from me. Automatic email that comes back to you. It's going to say, email me 2 current pay stubs. So if you're paying attention, you're going to know you need to email me 2 current pay stubs. And if you're not paying attention, you're just going to put the credit application in, and then I'm not going to get pay stubs. But then I'll have to call you or text you and tell you I need pay stubs. So the moral of this whole conversation, this video, is to, if you have bad credit, your credit's in the toilet, don't let a salesperson have you come to the dealership and pick out the car you want, because you're wasting time. You're wasting time. You're wasting the salesperson's time, and best of all, you're wasting your time. Why? It's because you know you can't get that $25,000, $30,000 car. You know we need to tell you what you need to get into. Now stop watching all those content creators or people that's in the car business, or or say they've sold Mercedes or whatever they have sold, or Chevys, or just they got so many years of experience. They say, well, come pick the car that you want, and you know that you got issues with your credit. Work it backwards. Put that credit application in first. Save yourself time. Save a dealership time. Save the salesperson time. Save yourself time. You know that don't set yourself up for a letdown. That's what I'm saying. So I don't care where you are in this country. I know I'm on TikTok and now I'm on Facebook too. Wherever you are, and whether you're in Michigan, whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Texas, whether you're in Tennessee, if you got bad credit, do that application online. Don't go in there and just pick out the car you want because you know you can't get that particular car. Save yourself time. That's why when you put a credit application in me, we're gonna look at your credit. We're gonna find a car where we think that we can get approval for you. We want to get you approved. Remember, we don't sell cars. We make no money. We make no money if we don't sell cars. But I'm telling you, you got your credit's in the toilet, and you know it's in the toilet. Put that credit application in first. Don't walk in a dealership thinking you can get anything that you want, because honestly, you know you can. So this video was not a beat down to anybody, because I love all y'all. Even if I don't know y'all, I love all y'all. Y'all might be my future customers. Y'all might refer somebody to me. But save yourself time and do what? Get pre-approved before you go in. At least know you have an approval. But remember, be honest on that credit application. Because if your credit's in the toilet, guess what the bank's going to do? They're going to verify your job, which is your employment. They're going to look at your pay stubs. And a lot of these banks right now is getting right into tax time. Tax time is around the corner. Tax time is the end of June. End of January. End of January is tax time. End of January is tax time. Is that time where the banks are gonna tighten up. They're gonna be looking at your pay stubs real close. They're gonna be asking for things that normally they might not have asked you for, maybe POR, proof of residence. But now they are, or maybe they're asking for they're asking for 2 current pay stubs. But maybe if it was 2 months ago, maybe they might not have asked you, but now they're asking you for 2 current pay stubs. So no, it's tax time. Have all your documents in order. Tax time is coming up. And let me just tell you this. I'm gonna give you a little hint here. You got bad credit and you submit a fraudulent pay stub to one dealer. You get in that system at that particular bank, then you're not gonna be able to go to any dealership and go through that particular bank. So customers kill me when they say, Regina, what bank should I go through? You know what I'm thinking? None of your damn business. I'm saying that. I'm thinking that. Yep, I said it. People say, well, Regina, what banks you go through? Why you want to know what banks we go through? Why? It doesn't matter. If you get credits in the toilet, let us do our job. But if you submitted some fraudulent pay stubs, then you're gonna be you want to know why. It's because you want to make sure we don't submit that to that particular bank. So what I'm telling you is, don't step nasty right now when it's tax time, or period. Don't step nasty. And I'm saying don't step nasty. Don't even submit the fraudulent pay stubs. I know people that have businesses, and they have the pay stubs, but they're creating the pay stub. Yeah, they're paying the person, but they're not paying them exactly like they should be paying them, right? So again, okay, so no, the wrong consumer has the right to know beforehand. No, the wrong consumer. No, so I don't agree with that. You said no, the consumer has the right beforehand. No, you don't. Absolutely not. You don't have the right to know beforehand. No, you don't. And I look at it like this. People do tell me, well, I'm not coming. I'm not coming if you don't tell me. Or it's other dealerships you can buy cars from. You have the right to know. Yeah, when you step in the dealership, you have the right to know. So I don't sell cars over the phone. That's why they call me Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. I make things happen because of who I am. I go out the box for my customer. I'm thinking for you. The minute you put that credit application on my website, I'm thinking for you. Read the article, keep drop today, advise. Okay. I don't even know what that is, but okay. I guess that wasn't to me. I guess that's the people that's you trying to talk to them about them on this live. But yeah, so I respect that I respect the fact that you said people need to know before they're going to dealership. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And the reason I say no, you don't, is because, I mean, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to invite you in unless I have a pre-approval for you. And you won't be there long. I won't be there long. No, baby, I've been in this space for 27 years. So yeah, it works. It works. So, well, some people are deceptive and some people are misleading, but I don't play those kind of games. I don't play those games to be deceptive or misleading. I don't. But one thing what I do though is, let me just tell you this. If you tell me that you need a Traverse, or you need a minivan, or you need a 7-passenger, and I can't get you into a 7-passenger, I will tell you I can't help you before you come in. So if you tell me that your objective is to get into a vehicle because of your credit, you have some credit issues, then I'm going to invite you in. But if you tell me you need a 7-passenger and I can't get you in a 7-passenger, then I'm going to tell you I can't help you because I can't get you into a 7-passenger. I actually had that happen last week. Customer was referred to me, had him approved. He's like, Regina, I got a large family. I got a 7-pass. I need a 7-passenger. I can't get him into a 7-pass. I was honest because I don't want him coming in here having a fit on my head or saying, "Would you waste my time?" Well, you'd be wasting my time coming in too if you need a 7-passenger and I can't do it. So, so saying I won't be here long. I've been around a long time, so I'm for some people and some people I'm not for. That's all. You remember, I don't sell a car to everybody that puts an credit application in with me. Why? It's because most of them I can't get done. It's all about the numbers. You get more credit applications, so you get more approvals, right? It's a numbers game. So I'm not for everybody, right? I'm not. But I'm not for everybody because I'm straight to the point. I don't play those games. I don't play those ball-headed games. I don't. So, and I'm honest with you. And Equal Credit Opportunity Act, you're not getting a mortgage. You're not doing real estate. Equal Credit Opportunity Act, you're in the mortgage, or I'm not saying you mortgage or you get real estate. No, we don't have Equal Credit Opportunity Act with selling cars. So it's too many dealership people can go to if they don't like Regina's the Queen of Car Loan. So, and you can Google me too because I am Googleable. So you can do that too. But anyway, hey guys, thanks for joining me on this live. And I don't understand the federal law. Probably not. You probably not. I probably don't. I don't. So, okay.